Hey guys, ThatOneGuyJames here, and welcome back to another episode of Whimsicraft. And today is finally the day. And that's our base planning day. And today we are going to be planning out our base while also cleaning up our huge mess over here. I even went ahead and got us a shulker box of netherrack, so we can start putting layouts all around of places where we want our builds to go. And the biggest reason I'm doing this is because if you look around Whimsicraft and then look over here at my base, you can see that this is flat and kind of sad. I only have my shops, my tent, and a circus train, which are all separated and divided. So I really gotta clean this up soon, so that way the rest of the server doesn't see this flat mess of a mess. So that obviously starts with us tearing down what we've already built, putting down some landmarks so we know where to build, setting up a road so we know where things will go, and then moving our train from here all the way over there, perfectly behind our soon-to-be circus tent, right where it belongs. The only thing we have to do now is take all of the storage, which has everything that we just cleaned up, and put it all in our brand new storage cart, where all the items that we have gathered is all nicely put here in this compact little storage cart area. Where, I guess in circus lore, this is the area where we get our materials to build up the circus, and also come up with some new things with our little workstation right here. Now, this is normally where I would go ahead and end the video here, because we kind of did accomplish what we wanted to do in the video, but something came up in the form of a plushie. And that thing takes place here at Olympus Express. So this is a building made by Lawrence, who's on the server right now, who made this thing asking for donations for materials for something he has planned to build. And you know, us Whimsies, we're always down to help. We're very helpful people, but he did put some incentives right here, as you can see. So far, it seems like everyone has already taken shulker boxes of materials, which means there is less places for me to put my name in. The thing is, only a few people have gone and taken the orange wool. So there still is 8 orange wool left in here, which I'm gonna take for myself. And yeah, you would think that because I own the wool shop, that getting orange wool, 8 shulker boxes of orange wool, would be no problem at all. And to that, I would say, yeah, it's honestly a huge problem. I have barely enough orange wool to restock the shop itself. And that got me thinking that maybe we should get ourselves a better wool farm. And to do so, I went ahead and traveled a couple thousand blocks away from the entire server to a village that no one has touched before. All we gotta do now is turn this village into our own industrial area where we will have our giant SHEAR-perior wool farm and some other farms along the way to help us for this project and possibly future projects as well. And first things first is our villager breeding farm. This farm is going to be useful for us to make our iron golem farm and potentially make a villager trading hall in the near future. Speaking about iron golem farms, we're going to be making that as well, which all from memory, so I have no idea if this is going to work or not. All I know is that I made something that looks like a king axolotl. And now that we have both villagers and iron working well for us, it is time to get started on our wood farm, which as you can see is a very different design from what we are used to. This wood farm is actually gonna shoot at a diagonal, very different from ones that we are used to, but works amazingly well. I didn't know how to feel at first about a 45-degree angle tree farm, but in all honesty, it's actually working amazingly well, other than the fact that I'm lagging. And I mean, look, after a short while of just planting trees and letting them grow, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 like acacia logs. That's pretty good, honestly. And there's still some more still trying to push their way through the water. I think I might just grab it just to be safe. And I am so grateful for making the farms because I'm not going to hide from you guys. If I press M, go to here, turn on the placement, config, material list, we are going to need 9 stacks of hoppers, about 4 stacks of chests, and a whole lot of other materials. I'm not even, this doesn't even count the fact that we also need hopper mine carts. But hey, we need wool, Lawrence needs wool, so let's go ahead and get into a good old-fashioned time-lapse so I can put the sheep up and you guys don't have to see the torture. And while we go through this time-lapse, I'm gonna rant about one little thing, and that's the fact that while I was designing this and building this, Minecraft goes ahead and announces the Dapple Forest update, which has wool stairs, wool slabs, and cushions. So I made this farm to supply everyone with wool, and now I feel like I have to redesign it and redo it in the future to auto-craft all these wool items, and Minecraft, you couldn't have picked the worst time to do it. And with that rant out of the way, we are now done with our SHEAR-perior sheep farm, which is working amazingly well. I mean, just look at the amount of wool we are getting for each color. We're getting about 3 double chests of wool, which is probably more than enough for my use and the server's use, but it is so awesome to just know that I have a bunch of wool ready to go. The only issue I had with my wool farm is actually up here. What I wanted was this to be filled up with shears, and when I flip this lever, it would actually go through and fill up all like the hoppers to pots to the dispensers of shears when they run low, so I don't have to go in and craft everything. But the one thing I didn't think of was the fact that for some reason, when you shear a sheep, their wool jumps, and when they jump, sometimes they end up just on the block right there, which means we were losing more wool than gaining wool, which is not what I want. But hey, it worked, and now all we have to do is get this orange wool, throw these shulker boxes into the machine, and put our name in the book. Oh yeah, Lawrence told me that after we turn in stuff in the shulker box, that we should also go ahead and press the button. Not sure what's supposed to happen. Oh,
Lawrence, we just got another shulker of resources!
We did? That's awesome, thanks! Remember to put your name in the book for a chance to win one of the prizes on display.
We're one step closer to completing Olympus!
And I'm one step closer to getting my sandwich back.
Lawrence, can you focus for a second, please?
well, that was a nice message. And on that, I think this is a good time to end today's episode. We've already done a lot with cleaning our base, setting up platforms for our base, making a couple farms, and giving orange wool to Lawrence. I say that's a pretty successful video, if I can talk. Still not sure what area we're going to work on first for the circus, but that'll come to us in the next episode. Till then, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful day, a wonderful life, love one another, take care of each other, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye!